Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafegal, and we are going to be playing a bit more Final Fantasy VI. We are actually going to be making some progress, doing a couple little story things here. So I am going to be equipping some actual, basically we're going to be not using the standard party I had been using before. We'll go with that. I'm gonna go Kaganui on Shadow, along with the Cursed Shield. Let's go Redcap, Genji Armor. I'm thinking... that should be good for Mog. It's either that or the Thunder or Force Shield, but I can't bump his evasion high enough for the Force Shield to be worth it. Yeah, we'll go Thunder. We'll go Thunder. Get that elemental strong point in. We're gonna go Molulu's Charm and a Hero Ring. Ribbon and a Hero Ring. Double Earrings. Magus Rod. She may be able to pull it off, yeah. You can see there she's got her magic evasion sitting at 99, which is a bit good. We're not going to be able to use him much for this next section, but we have to have him in our party. We're going to go ahead and still give him the... Apparently, it screws up when you equip Umaro with relics and won't unequip them. Good to know. We'll still just give him a Hero's Ring. And that should be close to good for him. We are going to go Thunder Shield and Circlet. I wish I had I wish that I had what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Oh, I wish I had another Force Shield for him. And another Genji Armor for him. Real quick here. How many imp partisans do we have? 3. Okay. How many of the other pieces do we have? We only have 1 saucer. We've got 3 reed cloaks. And I don't know if we have any of the shields, tortoise shields. Okay. We are going to be using those later, as silly as it might sound. I need to clean up my inventory a little bit at some point here as well. Maybe we'll stop and do that real quick. And actually, we're going to stop here first. Wait, that's Jidoor. We need to go to Miranda first. And we'll see if I did this right, or if I missed something, or what. Because I genuinely have no idea. Okay. Let's see what happens when you replace that letter. Apparently nothing. Good to know. I genuinely just wanted to see what happened there. I saw a note that said that something happened, but I didn't actually know for sure what it was. Okay, so we're gonna go through real quick here. Gonna get rid of a few of the random things that we shouldn't need. I feel like all of that's okay to still keep. I'm not gonna get rid of weapons right now. Although I'm pretty sure I know that I'm not using a lot of these. Hawkeyes can be gotten rid of. I know I'm doing 2 of these. I know I want those. I'm not gonna worry about the brushes. Should not need plumed hat or beret. Or oath veil. I think I'm just gonna leave the rest here just to be safe. But I just wanted to at least narrow it down a little bit, because especially that top part was really getting busy. Hop in here, because I don't remember when the last time I checked was. That should be good. I don't think any of those should be coming up, but that's okay. Get another of Shadow's Dreams. It's the first time you hear directly that it is Shadow, or imply that it is Shadow. Actually, let's do a save real quick here. I also just realized I should be equipping Esper's. Is she working on anything? No. I'm pretty sure she already has all the stuff that I need her to have. I guess she doesn't have Ultima. He was working on Protect and Stop. Guess we'll just keep working on that. Start there. We're not giving anything to Cyan intentionally. I don't think we've been back here. No. So we're gonna go through real quick and collect some things. Then we will start one of the, what I think of at least as one of the harder dungeons in the game. I've been wrong about a lot of these. Also, we get this awesome... I love the Doma Castle and Cyan's theme music. I love all the music in this game, but, you know, especially. This is a really good one. Okay. I think we've got what we need. We're gonna head back here and rest for a bit. This is where we figure out if my observations were right or if this next section's RNG. And Cyan doesn't wake up. We did slight plays on the names here. And we journey into Cyan's dream. And this is the reason that we did the way we did. It splits your party, and you so you only have one party member to start with, and I intentionally placed Mog in the back slot so that he would start because we have the Moogle charm, the Molulu's charm. And that means we can retrieve the rest of our party before we progress. Now, I could leave this on, but I'm going to switch it to the Ward Bangle so that I can actually get into some fights intentionally and actually get some progress as we go through here. Maybe this isn't as hard as I thought. It's at least annoying. Just to be clear here, Realm's just going to destroy everything through most of this, and Mog's going to help. Shadow's basically along for the ride right now. Okay, we're gonna have our first boss fight for this section. Can't remember which. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you which one is which. If you didn't notice, they're named after the Three Stooges. I'm pretty sure the one in the back is Laragorn, or Larry. We need to kill Curly first. We got it. He has Resurrect. Or that. Moglim, teleport, and vanish. let's go Fenrir. And we get our second time through the Phantom Train. You see Cyan's soul following us. Another Genji glove. Got a lump of metal. So, this is one of the coolest little puzzle sections in the entire game. It's one of the only places in the game that really feels like it has a puzzle element to it. Similar to the first Phantom Train, where it has a couple little things in it. Not that puzzles are required for this type of game. Oop. But I like them. That was Thundaga. There we go. Okay. Now we get to do an annoying section. We get to use the Magitech armor again. apparently the damage on the Magitech armor is magic-based, because that was kind of ridiculous. There we go. And that should almost do it. I remember it being a lot more complicated than it is, apparently. Please save my husband. Save sign. One last save. Not that we really need to worry about it, because this boss is, as I mentioned before, I believe, this is the one boss that we're actually going to be using even halfway glitchy means to deal with. Okay, so Rexel is going to is going to possess one of our bodies. Then we have to kill him. However, what it actually does is take him off the battlefield. So we just have to kill his little minions, and then we win. That is the one fight that I've never really done all the way through. It's really frustrating. You have to sit there and kill your party members repeatedly while he possesses them to make him show back up. So, during my last video, I mentioned Scion, Cyan as one of the characters that I felt like actually had a strong motivation and arc. And this is why. Or this is part of why. So we get the Magicite. So Alexander is kind of neat. It teaches Holy, as well as having a good rate on Shell, Protect, and Dispel. It actually has a good rate on Asuna also. Unfortunately, most of our characters already have Asuna, but that's okay. Is he the other one who just got something? Yeah, he just got Teleport. So we're still learning Stop, which is fine. Okay. So that's that. So that was the last big story piece we've got. The rest we have to do still is just gathering the last 2 Espers, and then Kefka's Tower. So, what we're actually gonna do is head back near the Dinosaur Forest, not to the Dinosaur Forest. And we're gonna fight just these enemies on the outside here. Also, Cyan now has maxed out his sword tech, his Bushido. Unfortunately, we are pretty much never going to have a reason to max or to go all the way up to that. We'll try this. I can't remember if this is a steal or a drop, so we're just gonna have to kind of roll with it. I also don't want to sit here and just grind on anything as far as to try and get the steals. I'll like make an attempt and then we'll go on, and then we'll move on. Basically the enemies near this area all drop or have a steal chance for Imp here. I do want to get a full set of 4 of each, and I can't remember what enemies drop what. So we're just rolling with it. Kind of an alternate way to get a steal effect off, having Shadow with the the thief knives. Gotta read cloak. So we have 4 reed cloaks now. I believe we can transition between the imp items in the auction house. This will also give us a few more things on our, Oh, crap. Shadow had the Cursed Shield on. And I just changed him over to Genji Glove. I'm really good at this. I also don't remember how many battles I just did and how many I marked off. Oh well. I'm going to amuse myself. My count's probably way off on the on the Cursed Shield anyway. Okay. Actually, I think we've got enough for now. Until I can confirm exactly which enemies I need to do that on. We're gonna head over and do something similar down here. And actually grind out the rest of the Cursed Shield, I think. I'm really just tired of dealing with it. So these guys don't give much in the way of experience. They give 1 magic AP per fight, and they die in basically 1 hit each. They have a rare steel chance that is a Mega Elixir. So, we're just gonna do this. Not sure why I'm keeping this party, but I don't think it's going to hurt anything, so let's go with it. And once again, I am keeping a very loose count on my Cursed Shield at this point. So by the end of this grind, it will be good. We'll have the Paladin Shield. Ugh. So, while we are doing this grind, we'll go ahead and pick up on another couple questions that people had asked. And first I'm going to start off with a little bit of follow-up to my last one. The subject of what other media, about using other media to tell the stories of these games. I have mixed feelings about that, mostly because I don't feel like Square always does a great job, especially current Square, of doing good storytelling, but I'm a little bit less hesitant because of the Final Fantasy XV media. The anime and CGI movies associated with Final Fantasy XV were actually, in my opinion, some of the best stuff from it. And I felt like they did a great job telling a story. I think supplemental... I wouldn't want to see them try and do an anime or a movie. By the way, if you didn't notice that, literally just... Those enemies literally kill themselves. They last for, like, they have literally one hit point. So Shadow doing the crazy ninjutsu thing is way over the top. Probably wasting time. But yeah, I don't think, especially for Final Fantasy VI, I don't feel like a full movie, I don't think a movie would be enough. You'd need to have, if you were going to try and do something, it would need to be like a big multi-part event to tell the whole story. I think it would be more interesting once again to go to a different or to pick a specific angle to deal with. And to do like little side stories. Some of the stuff I mentioned would probably actually be really relevant. Stuff like Celes as an Imperial General. Stuff like, you know, what happened between Kefka and the Emperor, and how much the Emperor actually knew and how much Kefka was manipulating him. Stuff like scenes with Cyan, like maybe learning how to do, learning his craft, learning to be a swordsman. Cyan as a young man. Stuff like a better accounting of Shadow's side story that we get from the dreams. Again, stuff like the defense of Narshe after the World of Ruin. when apparently all the Moogles got slaughtered except Mog. What happened there? Doing like just a bunch of little short, I guess short films based on that would be really cool. Just go through each character, give them, I mean, that would be, if they did like 13 5-minute little videos. That could be really cool. But as far as most other media goes, I felt like Final Fantasy Advent Children was completely unnecessary and dealt with things that had already been resolved. I don't feel like you need to do that. These Final Fantasy games tell really, really complete stories. As far as the endings go, they have good resolutions for the most part. The thing that they really don't address all the time is they don't always have a good chance to give a full accounting of what's going on during the game. Especially when characters come and go. And we get hints at their backstories a lot of times, more than we actually get real backstories for them. So yeah, with that in mind, I think that would probably be my preferred method for them to do additional media, like video releases of stuff, would be to do side stories or world building, like prequel stuff. Heck, follow the career of that soldier in Mobliz that Lola writes to. I mean, there's a lot of cool, random things like that they could do. Where they could have the other characters be around without actually having it be a big thing. Okay. So the next question that I had here is actually kind of a callback to another one I did. And that is, what is your who's your favorite character? Now, I went on a really long thing about the best, like the main characters, and I recently went on a thing as far as the balance of the characters. I've talked about my favorite parties a bit, and I did some thinking about it. I think my favorite character would probably have to be Locke. And the reason for that is I feel like he is kind of a consistent presence throughout the game. I feel like he has a connection to a lot of the other characters. I feel like it gives him a chance to be interesting, to have dialogue, to have interaction, you know, have opinions about the other characters. And I feel like a lot of other characters don't have as diverse of a chance for that. I also feel like his own story, we see his relationship, the way his relationship with Rachel works, his connection with the Returners, and his connection with Celes, all of that changes throughout the game. And besides that, he's likable. I mean, he's funny. The way he reacts to things is amusing. He's, you know, a thief who styles himself as a treasure hunter. He considers himself a treasure hunter, but he's been reduced to being a thief. He's a rebel, but he's a spy, but he's... You know, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of substance to it. Mechanically, he's also one of my favorite characters as well. I really like his boomerang weapons. I like the fact that he is a high-speed character. I like fast characters in games. I like the fact that there's a lot of cool stuff you can get with steel, and I have him in my party a lot because of that. I feel like he's a consistent character. He's kind of a mid to high tier character throughout the game. He's not bad. He's not strong ever, but he's never a bad character compared to some other ones. So yeah, I as a kid always really liked Setzer, but the fact that he's kind of and Edgar, but they're both kind of creeps. And I do like Realm. I think she's funny. She's kind of obnoxious at times, but in an endearing way. Hey, I was way off. I'm okay with that. Dispelled Curse on the Shield. Okay. So, let's take the Genji shield, which is the typical best shield we have equipped, and just to show what the difference is. That's some big numbers. Across the board. Aegis shield that has really high magic evade. The Thunder shield we keep having equipped. We have Force shield. The Force shield is the one thing that has any gray on it as far as shields go. And that's only because Force shield has huge magic evasion. And then from the other perspective, negates water, earth, wind, and poison, absorbs holy, lightning, ice, and fire. Can be equipped by anyone except Umaro. Oh, and it teaches Ultima to the person equipped with it. So, now that we have a ridiculously overpowered item, we're going to head back up to the Colosseum. I'm going to save here, and we're going to call this video a day. We will pick back up next time, once I figure out exactly what I'm doing with the Colosseum betting. I've got a couple items I want to get, and we're going to get our last couple espers. So hopefully we'll be able to wrap all of that up in the next video. We may have to do a little bit more grinding just to get items, but I'm hoping that my restocked supply of elixirs, which we got a few at least while we were in there, will give us those extra chances at those rename cards and therefore the Marvel shoes, or Miracle shoes. Which I was also wrong about. They don't actually give Protect and Shell. That's a different item. They give just Regen and Haste, but Regen and Haste is still really good. So, yeah. Hopefully you're still enjoying these videos. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.